Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jake Wild. And sorry about the ending for the last episode. My computer decided to stop recording for some reason, but I figured the episode was long enough, so yeah. I think I have fixed the problem. But if it happens again, you'll know why. So, now you know. And that was, I was right. What an interesting episode that was. It was quite something, wasn't it? Anyways, so I'm actually recording this like right after the video stopped recording, so I'm not entirely sure what it picked up. So if you missed it, pretty much we were eating dinner and all of a sudden we all got a text message at the same time and everyone looked at their phone, and that's where we are. All right. Yep. It's a group email from Dashua. They're reminding us about our coaching session that was scheduled for tomorrow. It seems they received confirmation that the coach Ivan will be on campus to give us a few pointers before our match on Thursday. You know where's a broad grin?
Did you all get that email?
Yeah.
I'm so glad Coach Ivan will be on campus. Me too. Oh, he's one of my idols.
Really?
Of course! He's a working legend!
How come I've never heard of him before?
He's almost as famous as the Akamis.
Xiao looks thoughtful.
Actually, Mayu, doesn't your family know him?
Yes, but not very well. They respect each other, of course, but aren't close friends. That's why I've never met him.
I'm still not sure about Mayu's background.
I'm looking forward to what he can teach this team. There's a reason why he's won 3 championships and received the MVP award twice.
Wow, this guy sounds impressive.
I heard no matter where he goes, he always wears his signature helmet.
Valerie's heard of him too.
Huh, I've heard that too.
I wonder if he'll wear it tomorrow.
Probably.
The team continues to talk excitedly about tomorrow's training session. I soak in each story or rumor the team shares about him, and the more I hear about him, the more enthusiastic I feel about meeting him. After we finish up our meals, I want to take another dip into the hot springs. After all, my first session was kind of interrupted. Xiao happily agrees, but the girls firmly refuse. They say their good nights and retire to their rooms. Xiao and I relax in the hot water until we're both stifling yawns. Then we decide to return to our rooms as well. After all, we have an early morning to train to catch. I'm exhausted and collapse onto my bed. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I fall asleep. I'm woken up at the crack of dawn and by the most irritating clucking noises. Apparently Xiao's alarm is of a rooster crowing. Of course it is. Bruh. Why? After unceremoniously stifling yawns and getting dressed, I make a quick sweep of the room to make sure I packed all my things. Xiao had to make 2 sweeps because he kept yawning during his first and forgetting where he'd already looked. I knew it, didn't I? Hold on, okay. What? Okay, I was a little confused on what just happened. But I think they went through our room. I'm saying, this fucking incident is never leaving the back of my mind. Ever. I know they know. I know they know. I know they know. Because they're women, and women always know! We're all silent as we meet in the lobby. Mayu and Kairi are both wide awake and as perky as either of them could ever be. Yuna and Valerie seem even more exhausted than Xiao and I. I wonder what was going on in their room. Before my mind can wander too far, I snap back to reality and glance quietly at Kairi, who has her eyes narrowed. Can she read my thoughts now too? Good thing I wasn't thinking anything perverted. They know. Guys, they know! They know! Ugh. Still in silence, we make our way to the train station. The train ride home feels even longer than the ride to the hot springs. I resist the urge to ask, are we there yet? After what feels like an eternity, we arrive at Izukase. Finally, napping on the uncomfortable train was nearly impossible, and my thoughts kept drifting to my warm bed. I say quick goodbye to everyone and practically speed home as soon as I arrive and make a beeline for my room and collapse onto my bed. I'm so confused. Bright sunlight shines on my face and I slowly blink my eyes open. Then I jolt upright into bed. What time is it? Did I miss the coaching session? I fumble around looking for my clock, but it's only 11 a.m. Coach Ivan won't arrive until mid-afternoon. I have plenty of time. In that case, I wonder if anyone is free. I could talk to Valerie again. I feel like I keep talking to Valerie. And I kind of want to. You know? I don't know what it is. Xiao and I already had our adventure. Mayu, we agree. Okay, here's my thought process. Mayu. Never talking to Mayu again. Unless the game forces me to. Xiao. Already had an adventure with Xiao. So that's done. Valerie. She's my girlfriend. So. Yeah. Valerie. I dial Valerie's number, but she doesn't answer. Huh, I guess she's busy. I decide to study at home in the living room for a change. When I arrive, Nikki's there. What are you doing here?
My school has an event, so classes are canceled. I wanted to get a head start on some of my essays, but
She groans in frustration.
none of this is making sense.
Scoot over on the couch, I'll help you. I feel like I've done wrong, so I've come to the desperation of making myself feel better by helping Nikki. She makes room as I begin to explain her assignment. It doesn't take long for Nikki to understand the material, and soon she's working on her own. With her all set, I disappear to my room and have my own study session. After some time, I start losing focus. I guess I'll have to go watch some TV or something. As I head downstairs, my steps slow as I smell the most magical scent. Food. Delicious food. The coffee table in the living room has a beautiful bento. As I take a closer look, I can tell it was delectably made with much love. The rice is abundant with a layer of sliced meat and vegetables on the side. Nikki sits on the couch and beams.
I made your favorite.
Not that I'm complaining, but to what do I owe this pleasure?
I just thought it'd be a nice thank you for taking your time out of your day to help me study.
Please, make food like this every day. Before I can dig in, the doorbell rings. I blink at Nikki. Are you expecting anyone? She shakes her head. I get up in the door and see a smiling Valerie. How does she know where I live? Oh. Hey, Valerie. Valerie! What are you doing here?
I was just in the neighborhood and I thought I'd stop by.
Don't you have to take a bus from campus? She pouts.
What's the matter? Can a girl surprise her boyfriend?
Yes, of course. I've got you on my side. Sorry, of course. She winks.
I'll forgive you this time.
She grins and holds up a bento box.
I made a little too much food today, so I thought I'd share it with a certain someone. Knowing how you fare in the kitchen, I'm surprised you haven't starved by now.
Valerie and Kyrie are gonna talk to each other, and that's gonna be an interesting conversation for me. Really? Valerie frowns at my lack of enthusiasm.
I thought you'd be a little more excited considering I made your favorite.
Okay. This isn't gonna be a competition between Valerie and Nikki. I told you. She opens the lid. Steam rises off a carefully prepared bed of rice with meat and vegetables. Seriously? You too?
What do you mean, too?
Well, Nikki actually already made me a bento. Valerie blinks when she sees Nikki.
Oh, hi, Nikki. I didn't expect to see you here.
Why not? This is my house, too.
I thought you'd be at school.
They have some kind of activity today, so she doesn't have classes. We both sit down on the couch as Nikki eyes Valerie's bento.
What's that?
Just a bento I made for my boyfriend.
Nikki smiles widely.
How thoughtful of you. It's a shame you won't get to taste it because he'll be eating the bento I made for my brother.
Valerie matches Nikki's smile.
It does look good, but a little small. He might still be hungry afterwards. Looks like it's a good thing I brought food over after all.
Oh, look at the two of them. pretending like they like each other, but they really want to murder each other. Isn't that nice, guys? A sudden chills run down my spine. Whoa, where did that come from? I glance at Valerie and Nikki smiles. Everyone seems to be getting along? No. I'm not a video game, so I understand what's happening.
Of course, I put in extra meat because I know that's his favorite part, so it's very filling.
Certainly not as filling as mine.
Nikki looks at Valerie's open bento.
Oh, you're right. With all that rice, mine wouldn't be able to compete.
Ah, now it begins. Look at the little lightning bolts. Valerie's smile twitches.
There's just enough rice to complement the flavor of the meat.
I'm sure it's very good, but I know my brother has an aversion to meat that is heavy on soy sauce, so I used my own special recipe, which he loves.
I'm gonna let you guys, figure this out. I'm gonna watch a movie. I wish that was an option. Like, I can go sit on the couch and just turn on the TV and just, like, flip through channels while they're, like, at the kitchen. Now they're gonna kill each other! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is... I have seen too many sides of Nikki within these last 3 episodes. That is an interesting scene. I am imagining the electricity in the room.
He's always enjoyed what I've made for him in the past, so I know he'll love this too. Isn't that right?
Valerie turns to me, her smile still plastered on her face. And her voice too sickly sweet. She holds up a piece of meat from her bento.
Go ahead, try it.
Nikki's smiles look dangerous as she also holds up a piece of meat from her bento.
No, you should eat mine. What's the matter? Don't you like my cooking?
Yeah, but...
I thought I knew you'd like mine better.
That's not what he said.
That's what was implied.
Maybe we should let him choose.
They both turn towards me. I skipped something. I stare at the two women. Their smiles are still stuck on their faces, but theirs are staring daggers at each other. See, this would be the perfect moment for a timer on the left, you know? Can't say no to my sister. No way am I going against my girlfriend. It's a trap! It's a trap! Don't do this to me! It's a trap! Why do I feel like this is a game where nobody wins? They're both too good. I can't choose. Nikki frowns.
Nuh-uh, I'm not going to let you cop out like that.
Valerie smirks a mischievous twinkle in her eye.
I know what'll help him choose.
Don't. No. That's not gonna work, Valerie. That's not gonna work. Not gonna fucking work.
This.
Valerie places her hands on my face and plants one long, lingering kiss on my lips. As she slowly pulls away, I have to catch my breath. Nikki fumes beside me. I can almost see the steam coming out of her ears. Alright, I'm on Valerie's side now. No, I told you. That's not gonna work, Valerie. Well, you know, maybe it does. I don't know. I like food. Do I? I don't know. I don't know how to respond to this.
That's not fair. You're cheating.
Valerie looks innocent.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Nikki turns to me.
Tell her she's disqualified for cheating.
I stare at Nikki in a daze, still remembering the taste of Valerie's lips. Come again? Nikki's eyes grow wide and she looks away.
I see. Well, if that's how it is, then I guess you won't be needing this.
She grabs her bento and quickly heads into the kitchen. Wait! Nikki! Chase after her. She'll get it for her. I look apologetically at Valerie. Sorry, but I need to talk to Nikki. Valerie nods understandingly, looking slightly worried herself. I follow Nikki to the kitchen. She quickly swipes at her eyes when she sees me. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Shouldn't you be out there with your girlfriend?
Hold on, Nikki.
I wish you guys could see my movement with, like, I'm a very expressionate person with my body. Like, when I do these videos, like, my arms fling everywhere, just in frustration. Nikki frowns. Come to gloat.
No, I came to apologize.
Nikki blinks.
You're right. What I did was a cheap trick. To be honest, I'm jealous of you.
Really?
Valerie smiles softly.
You and your brother have a special bond that no one, not even I, can ever replace. I'm envious of how close you two are. I'd like to get to know your brother better, but not if that's at the cost of your friendship. He's really lucky to have such a caring sister who looks out for him. If I had a sister, I'd want her to be like you too.
Well, you both have blonde hair. Oh, no, I'm not gonna go there. Nikki looks down and shuffles her feet as she thinks about Valerie's words.
I suppose I did overreact a little bit.
Valerie grins.
Your bento looked so good. Do you think maybe I could try it?
Nikki brightens up immediately.
Only if I get to try yours.
God.
Self-voicing enabled.
Oh, God!
Nikki Longshaft. Only if I get to try yours.
What the fuck? I did it again! Oh no, what the fuck was that?
Self-voicing disabled.
Shut the fuck up! Oh god. Hey, wait, what about me? They both glance at me, then start giggling.
You can have the leftovers.
The girls walk out into the living room together. How did I go from 2 bentos to no bentos? Shaking my head, I join them. Thankfully, the girls changed their minds and all 3 of us shared the bentos. I'm so lucky to be surrounded by 2 amazing cooks. Once Valerie and Nikki found common ground, the 2 of them would not stop chatting about fashion, makeup, and all things girl. I can't help but smile as I watch them. After a few hours, Valerie says she has to go back. We walk to the door.
Exams are next week.
I know.
We should go out and do something fun before the stress gets to us.
Like what?
Like the amusement park.
I blink. There's an amusement park in Izokaze?
It's a few hours away, but I hear it's worth it. Besides, what's a better way to let loose than to fly down a roller coaster?
Those things are risky. Sign me up! Sounds like fun! How about this weekend? She winks.
It's a date.
After a quick kiss goodbye, she leaves. Valerie's visits was unexpected. And for a while, it was touch and go. But I'm glad the 2 best girls have found a way to get along. My 2 best girls have found a way to get along. Hold on. Okay, so guys. As you can see here, my percentage is at 30%. And I just recorded 2 episodes. So because I accidentally forgot to set my timer, and I have no fucking idea when I started recording. So I'm gonna let this go until 18%. Alright, so hopefully this video isn't too long. After a quick kiss goodbye, she leaves. Valerie's visits was unexpected, and for a while it was touch and go, but I'm glad my 2 best girls have found a way to get along. I head back inside, excited about my weekend plans. It's about time for a session with Coach Ivan. I double-check my email and make my way to the pre-combat room. That's where we're supposed to meet him. As I walk in, I see the rest of my team crowded around the holotable.
I can't believe he sent all this. This is incredible.
Yuna grins.
Yup, this consultation isn't just for the pilots. It's for everyone on the team.
Valerie scrolls through the projected hologram, pausing at an image of a gear loaded with statistics. As I approach, I can make out what looks like the game plans of previous professional matches, complete with sketches, tactics, movements, and calls. This sort of edited information is incredibly valuable for all the parties in the team. Xiao is the first to notice me.
Brosif!
Once he sat my arrival, the rest of my team grin or wave at me. Hey guys. Xiao puts on an arm around my shoulder.
Are you ready to meet Ivan?
You know it. I have a feeling that this is how this is going to play out. I could be wrong, but I think this is how it's going to play out. I'm going to meet Ivan, and I already know who he is. Or, he's the one that killed my parents. Wouldn't that be something? There's nothing left to do but wait for Ivan to arrive. Valerie and Maya continue to scroll through the holotable, while the rest of us take seats on the couches lining the walls.
What do you guys think Coach Ivan is like?
Is Kairi nervous? She keeps a cool facade, but her gaze constantly darts towards the door.
I heard he's the shot caller on his team. He's the one leading the tactics and pulling in the high numbers.
He's even received the MVP award twice already.
I know this. I remember they mentioned that yesterday as well. I racked my brain trying to understand what I hadn't heard of him before. The only player I remember who won 2 MVP awards on the national stage is Strong Arm Gear.
Right. That's his alias for the global stage.
I always thought it was a little strange that he never even took off his helmet for interviews.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't even speak in interviews.
Kairi nods. What?
That's his persona, and it's worked really well for him.
Hearing all this just makes me even more curious about what kind of person Coach Ivan is.
Wait, how is he going to coach us? Does he even know how to talk?
Don't be stupid, Sho. Of course he can talk.
Kairi blinks.
I think.
Actually, I've heard rumors that his face was half burnt during a racing motorcycle accident. That's why he always wears a helmet.
I think I remember reading that too.
Ouch. I cringe just remembering that rare couple of times I fell off my bike. I don't even want to imagine how painful it would be to fall off my bike while racing.
What if he's scary?
He's not scary, Mayo.
I've heard he yells at first-year pilots, or worse.
Mayo eyes widen.
What?
Valerie pats Mayo sympathetically on the back.
It was nice knowing you.
No. But why?
Mayo, shut the fuck up. See, this is why we don't talk to Mayo. Her eyes well up with tears.
Stop being mean, Valerie.
Don't listen to Valerie. She's just teasing.
Valerie smirks.
Or am I?
Why? Why disappear then reappear? The door slides open, catching all of our attention. A muscular man, well over 6 feet tall, commands the room. He's wearing a leather jacket with black pants. A polished helmet hides his face. He crosses the room with thunderous steps and pauses before us, as large and silent as a mountain. Wow! I don't have to go on Google and find an image to replace a black silhouette. Great. The group glances nervously at each other. Nobody wants to break the silence. Hello? His helmet slowly turns towards me, and I fidget beneath his gaze. I can't see his eyes, which makes this all more disconcerting. After a moment, his helmet surveys the rest of the team. Kairi remains stoic while Mayu tries to make herself small. Both Yuna and Valerie look uncertain while Xiao seems confused about how he should feel. Coach Ivan nods. He puts his hands on either side of his helmet. Xiao catches my eyes in anticipation. Are we actually going to see what's underneath the helmet? Of course he looks like that. Actually, that is 100% of how I imagined him to look. Coach Ivan pulls it off in one sweeping motion, revealing a shiny bald head and the most beautiful mustache I've ever seen. Underneath his mustache is a beaming smile.
A glorious day to make your acquaintance.
That sounds exactly like Xiao's roommate. What? His jacket has somehow unzipped itself and reveals washboard abs I can only achieve in my dreams.
Under the wings of experience, I shall teach you to soar the skies.
Xiao's in love. Kairi's face falls. She looks like her nightmare has come to life. The rest of the girls are mirrors of confusion. Xiao, on the other hand, looks as if his dreams have come true.
Do you know someone named Tatsuo by any chance?
Yeah. Ivan looks at Xiao. Even his smile, his piercing gaze is unsettling, and Xiao scoots back.
You speak of my nephew?
Of course! Of course! Of course! Of course! Of fucking course!
That explains a lot.
Yuna stands up.
Hi, Mr. Podubny. Thank you for agreeing to coach our team this afternoon.
Utter not my family name, for formalities between friends must not exist.
Oh, okay. Ivan, thank you.
He nods.
Of course. We will begin with lesson 1. To sprout into a magnificent tree, we must first water the roots.
The foundations?
Yes, Fiery Flower, the roots.
Ivan motions us to the holograph. We cautiously approach, and Ivan projects an image of a seed.
First, the seed requires sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, and rich soil. The key to remember is the symbiotic relationship between plant and environment.
I like how his text is all capitalized.
Through light energy absorbed by chlorophyll, conversion occurs of carbon dioxide and water to create glucose and oxygen.
Have I fallen asleep and started dreaming in my glasses again?
Jeez, this is like listening to Valerie explain.
Shh! Do you want to get caught or what? Xiao freezes mid-sentence, then closes his mouth. Valerie eyes us suspiciously, then shrugs and resumes listening to Ivan ramble about some plant mumbo-jumbo.
Understood?
He is met with silence. Ivan uses his fingers to elongate his mustache with great thought.
Demonstration will triumph explanation.
Yes, please.
Ivan nods solemnly.
Make haste to the simulations.
As soon as we enter the simulation, Ivan sets up to spar with AI gears. Once the match is over, he paints us where we lost focus or how we could have prevented getting hit, and gives us suggestions on how to tighten up as a unit. Once he's shared his insight, he sends us back for another round. While we fight the AIs, Ivan and Valerie talk quietly about simple fixes to our gears. He seems pleased by what Valerie shares with him. I assume she mentioned the original tweaks she added to our gears when she first joined the team. The more Valerie talks, the more animated Ivan becomes. Yuna watches everyone closely and jots down notes in her tablet. I have a feeling she's recording feedback on her session with Coach Ivan, as well as recording feedback of our simulated matches. Based on just a brief notes Ivan provided on her first match, the second match felt worlds apart from the first. It's quite apparent why he won 2 MVP awards. He truly lives up to his title of Strong Arm Gear. So long as you can decipher what he says. We exit the simulator feeling satisfied and more confident than before. Ivan greets us by a holotable.
And so the dial of time lands for my departure.
Thank you so much, Mr.
His icy gaze falls on Xiao.
I mean, thanks, Ivan.
Ivan smiles.
We appreciate your time.
And all this data analysis will help me fine-tune the gears to give him that extra boost.
We can't lose after a training session like that.
Ivan begins to sniffle.
Is something wrong?
He rubs his eyes with his forearm.
You guys.
Suddenly, Ivan scoops all of us into a group hug.
Make me so proud.
Thanks, Ivan! He squeezes us so tightly it gasps for air. Xiao mouths, help me, while trying to wriggle free. Maya looks terrified as she squishes into Yuna's chest. Valerie tries to hug Ivan's arm while Kyrie looks like a deer in headlights and struggles to break free. Ivan doesn't notice.
Hey!
After one last squeeze, he releases us and lets out a deep sigh.
And so the nest perch on the branch finds its awakening. Go forth, hatchlings!
Oh, that was fun. His helmet magically materializes in his hand. He puts it on and zips up his jacket, then offers us a final thumbs up. We wave goodbye as he heads out, calling out our thanks to his retreating form.
Man, I am so pumped for our match tomorrow.
Me too. Should we get some practice in while we can?
Kairi shakes her head.
I think Valerie needs to make the recommended calibrations first.
Yep. They aren't major control changes or anything, so you won't feel a difference while piloting. You'll just get better energy efficiency based on piloting patterns I even pointed out.
Kairi nods.
That's exactly what we need.
Ah, okay. So, what do we do until then?
It is reading week.
No. Don't say it. No. No.
Yeah, stop being a little bitch. Kairi covers her ears.
Idiot! What's wrong with you?
Anything but that.
So,
Mayo interlocks her arm with Xiao's.
it won't be that bad. I promise.
Xiao glances at Mayo's smile, and then his own face lights up.
Okay. We'll talk to you guys later.
Mayo smiles, and two of them are off.
You're all good then, Valerie?
Yep. I'll send a text when I'm done.
Okay, thank you. I'd better get to studying too.
I nod and watch her head off.
Well, since I'm already on campus, I'll go submit my report on the coaching session.
And now Valerie and I are left alone. I wave goodbye. And then there were two. Valerie giggles.
You mean and then there was one. As much as I enjoy your company, you are too distracting for me when you're around, and I won't be able to get any work done.
I'm about to reply with a ready retort when Valerie cuts me off.
Distance makes the heart fonder. Out you go.
She basically pushes me out of the pre-combat room. Jeez. Alright, it's kind of a weird spot to stop, but like I said, I have no idea. Oh, well, it's past 18, so I'm hoping this isn't too long of an episode, but it is, I'm sorry. Alright, so, thanks for watching. Like always, hope you enjoy this series. We are getting so close to the end. Alright, guys. I'll see you around. Peace.